Why, hello there. Um, Welcome to Web Presence Wednesday. We're just waiting on that sound check from the sound chick.
Yep.
And we are good.
We are good.
We are good, she says. Um, Welcome, nobody. And oh, well, that didn't take like fucking forever.
No.
I think for my mother.
Oh.
July 8th. All right. Welcome to the network's Web Presence Wednesday, where I normally just browbeat you all about getting your digital real estate together. If there's anybody out there that wants to say hi, I would appreciate. But today, on top of me subtly reminding you to get your digital real estate together, I am going to talk to you about a picture. Pictures are, like they say, worth 1,000 words. Right? So, hey, look, it's Vinny, and apparently he's
Hi, Vinny. Hi. Hello. Ni hao.
A picture's worth 1,000 words, and what the picture you use to represent you as your person, as like a living
Brand.
a living being, a central nervous system, driving a bone mech that is encased in meat armor, that whole thing. Really tells your customers what you're all about, whether or not you are actually all about that. It's not a I don't know how I want to put it. It's not necessarily a value judgment of what you're all about. It is a making sure that image matches the reality of what you're all about. So if you are just some fucking guy and you know enough about music to try to teach other people how to play music, and you play instruments and that type of stuff, there's one look that's acceptable. If you are selling yourself as a Philharmonic orchestra member, there is a whole other set of imagery you want to portray there on your digital real estate. Just like we don't expect to see rock stars wearing tuxedos in advertisements for like videos or their music or whatever. You don't expect to see someone who's a professional, knowledgeable in ripped jeans and a t-shirt, like they just walked off of the set of an 80s music video. So, though I am 100% about the freedom of expression, you have to understand that how you express yourself portrays an image, portrays a reality based on that imagery. I understand that this is 2021, and you can, be and identify as you choose. I completely understand and respect that. However, there are consequences on how you choose to identify and portray yourself. And nobody owes you the consequences or the results that you expect from that. And we should really keep that in mind. Um, so, yeah, there's the PSA about uh, the way you look on your website, the way you present yourself on your digital real estate, that you should definitely have. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Get your shit together. And that you should definitely have an image of yourself on your to represent you on your digital real estate. It is important for people to know that there is a living, breathing flesh person behind your product. Whether or not you think so, it is actually important to consumers. It's the reason why large corporations keep portraying themselves as, family establishments, and you when you ever see advertisements,
Hokey backstories.
There's always people smiling. It's important to people for that to actually be part of how they perceive a company they do business with. So just keep that in mind. And now I'm going to go get a cup of coffee, and Donna's going to talk.
Yeah, the thing and the key, the main key of it is keep it authentic. You're the only you. And when you're, talking about, building the foundation of your business and why, or your service, and why you're, in that market, just, keep it simple. You don't have to, weave an elaborate tale to make those, sales. It doesn't convert over like that. People will see it's like a fabrication and very hokey, and it really puts off a lot of people. For example, a couple years ago when I got here, I went to a little event at a moonshine vendor, a little concert. They sold wine jellies and stuff like that. But as soon as you enter the building, not only is the person like salesperson trying to make commissions off what they sell you, they came off kind of like a non-character player. If you've ever played video games, you know what I'm talking about. And these sorts just kind of like you find yourself wanting to distance yourself, probably not even like spend as much time perusing their inventory or what they have on sale because of the inauthenticity of that individual, that salesperson. The lady approached me with "Oh, I remember when my granddaddy used to tell me not to go down to the creek." And it's like, no, I mean, that's, I come from a land where, that might have been anecdotal or something, but it would never convert over to sale, So think about how you present yourself and try to present yourself as the most authentic as you can. So, You don't want to come across fake. That's what the bigger corporations do. They create this imagery of like, oh, grandma's oatmeal cookies, and what was it off of Futurama? Mom. Yeah, mom. Don't come off like mom, okay? And
don't come off like mom, but don't be like mom. Because mom came off as,
the sincere,
the sincere motherly character, the mother
but
of all robots.
The true nature.
The reality is that she was like a psycho bitch.
Yeah. But try to not be hokey or pokey. Hokey pokey.
Speaking of mom, I'm going to shoot her a message.
Turn yourself around?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to shoot her a message. So keep talking, please.
Oh, okay.
I have to do that now because I need to make sure that.
But that's just one instance of finding insincerity in the marketplace for those trying to convert into sales. The less time somebody's on your floor, show floor, and your brick and mortar, and you approach them like immediately and you don't give them time, it's just overwhelming and off-putting, to be honest. And there's other times where I've entered a place like a antique mall, for example, and the sincerity of the ladies working the counter and the owners of the store actually being in there, and just very approachable, not intimidating or up your ass, just kind of laid back. And that converted over to sales and repeat business. I would come back many times and I really loved what they were doing there. And so I would, promote the heck out of that business and do live streams from there, going through once a week, showing what, little specials or little knickknacks or things that I would find. And, the ladies were helpful there. That's an instance of how to, do sales and get those commissions. So you don't want to do that same thing in the digital realm. You want to be authentic. You don't want to come off insincere and like your whole backstory of your business or what you're doing or the service that you provide is just a fabrication. So those are, key points to remember in developing and building your web presence, especially on your website and your digital real estate there. Like Harry said, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And,
1,000 worlds.
1,000 worlds.
1,000 worlds.
1,000 worlds. Okay.
Okay. So yeah. There's that. So yeah, I just sent her a message to ask her if she can bring the DMV today, but she told me. All right. So, so that's the real skinny there. That's the T, as the kids like to say nowadays. Oh, you didn't bring the drum.
Oh, it's way over there.
I just didn't realize that because I saw it.
I was busy remodeling.
There's the T, as the kids like to say. Is that you have? Oh, well, she's gonna respond.
Oh, nice. I'm sure there's instances of you going in somewhere and the person working the floor approaches you, and you've had instances of somebody being inauthentic compared to like great service. I know, for example, the agent that we used to contact with Sweetwater, for example,
Aaron Kinney.
Aaron Kinney, he's amazing salesman. I mean, and he's very knowledgeable in what he's promoting and what anything that we have to ask, he's on it. And so those experiences with somebody that's real and not just bombarding you with sales, he's dealt with Aaron numerous times now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we built a relationship with him.
Well, ever since we bought the first thing from Sweetwater, which was the amps. I think last year when we got the amps was the first thing.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
we bought so many things.
It was the bass amp.
Yeah.
To replace the little practice amp because A, I had the money, B, I went back to work, and C, the most important part of this was that I needed something better than a little tiny practice amp. So
you upgraded.
So we I went to Sweetwater looking, and the smart thing about Sweetwater is they match the customer with their representative. Like the reason why Aaron Kinney is my representative is Aaron Kinney is actually a bassist. He plays in a band. He plays bass, and the first instrument, the first piece of equipment I was buying from Sweetwater was a bass amp. So they go, well, this guy's interested in bass music. Let's hook him up with a bassist. And all of the people who work at Sweetwater are working in some way, shape, or form in the music industry. Like they're either musicians or they're sound engineers or they're sound techs or what have you. So, there's that.
Yeah. And that's just one example of sincere, authentic people making those sales, and a positive shopping experience converted over into repeat business. So we've built a relationship with him for over a year now. So that's a great way to actually operate your business. I think a lot of other businesses, especially in the digital aspect of things, should actually follow that model. It's a great way to, make sure your clients and your customers are getting an optimal service and product. So, but you have any negative, hokey stories of like going somewhere and just not liking the way you're approached? I mean,
all right, here, perfect example. About a year ago, Donna and I went to Guitar Center.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and the Guitar Center. No, this was more than a year ago because it was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So this was like I was looking into buying. Well, Donna wanted to look at buying a guitar, an electric guitar, and I was looking at basses. And the guy that represents the store, first of all, he looked like the best time of his life was when he was a roadie for Motley Crue and catching side trim that way. To be completely honest, that's literally what this guy looked like. And if he had any stories about that, that would have made him 1,000 times more interesting. However, he had nothing. Like there was no personality whatsoever. He's like, "Hey, can I help you guys?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to check this one out. This bass out. Do you mind?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." Hooks me up with the amp, and then goes off to the corner, and that's it.
Yeah, I thought that was really odd.
And then I tried out a Fender, like a new Fender, a Music Man. There was another one I tried out, and because of the price tag, I just didn't feel right grabbing a Rickenbacker, and because I was never gonna have like the $2,000 for a Rickenbacker, the $3,000 for a Rickenbacker, so I wasn't going to get his hopes up and bring it down. And then when Donna was looking at guitars, just completely ignored her, which was really weird too.
Yeah. Sure
And,
to say, I didn't buy any instruments that day.
And then when on a good point from the people at Guitar Center, they did hide the accordions right next to the strobe lights so Donna couldn't touch them. But aside that, he was also the one in like the acoustic area and just like completely non-engaging whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just check out whatever you want, whatever. And it's just like,
wow.
have a personality, bro. There's literally like 4 people in the
Do
store.
some work. Come on.
You don't have to work hard to fake it. There's only 4 of us. It's not like there's like 500 people that you have to be like, oh, was I around this guy and I not be the same person? It's I'm very much when you are at work in front of customers and stuff like that, you have to have like a game face and you have to be like, this is who you are in front of those people, as opposed to being who you are in front of like people you don't see at work. And it's legitimate that those can be 2 different people with 2 completely different ways of speaking. Some of that, as far as mine is concerned, bleeds into here because I don't swear nearly as much as I normally would, only because this is, supposed to be, hang on. There you go, bud. Come on, get on up there.
Cat assist.
Really? Like, I want to go up, but only halfway. Hold me there.
Hold me.
I definitely have like a customer service voice and a way of speaking. But everyone who knows me outside of work, like knows me outside of work, knows that's not how I normally talk. I try to censor myself as much as possible because one slip of an F-bomb and I'm fired. So I try to keep my shit in check that way. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got.
Sometimes you got to keep it clean. And sometimes you just utilize a combination of words that really trigger, censorship, like, Shopify.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we are working on a replacement for one of our designs. Hang on, let me just go on and cue that beautiful design right back up.
I had the perfect advert for it too. Sad. So sad.
Sure.
This is why you need your own digital real estate and maybe your own self-screening kit.
Well,
I might have to go and start DIYing t-shirts again. So I can have that liberty of freedom of speech.
Like I had said, we don't necessarily need to go the whole. There we go. No. Fuck it. We don't need to go the whole making our own silkscreen route, but I will say that it may be in our best interest. There we go. You can look at Philippe there. This is no longer available. It was actually taken down by Shopify for terms of use violation, which I don't understand how it violates the terms of use. It is literally a very popular meme right now, and I don't understand why that would be considered. I know which policy they're talking about. I'm sure everybody knows, because if you said anything to cross Facebook, you probably got a 3 to 7 day ban from Facebook because of the same policy violation. And not that you could see it, but I was doing air quotes there. However,
I got us in trouble.
No. Some weak ass bitch got us in trouble because someone actually reported it as promoting violence.
I don't even see how. It's got pretty flowers.
Because if it was from Shopify itself, it wouldn't have been up for 4 days before it got reported.
Right, because there are bitches out there.
Yeah, so unfortunate for anybody who happened to were thinking about purchasing said shirt. That is an impossibility at this point.
But we are working on it.
But we are
finding other venues.
We are working on finding someone who will print shirts for us so that we can actually get this into distribution. Because I think it's a really nice shirt. I think it's a really good idea.
I was thinking about it. Getting myself one of them.
But on top of that,
so I'm redesigning.
I think there was an untapped market by us with this shirt. So there's also that. Okay, so it is now getting on to the 6 o'clock hour.
6 o'clock, guys. You know what that means.
That means we're leaving.
We're
Vinny.
Getting out of here. I'll see you later, Vinny. Okay?
All right. So, if you are interested in giving us a hand here, we do have a store over at Shopify.com, and this would be the link down there at the bottom. Also, we do still do features. If someone is interested in having their business project or art featured on the network show at 5:30, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be necessarily Friday. Hit us up. Let us know in those comments, wherever they are, on whichever avenue you're looking at this. And we will see you tomorrow for Theory Thursday.
Thank you, Manny, and everyone.
Hope
you feel better, Grim.
Bye. Yeah, sorry about your butthole.